Hello there and welcome to Oliver Tompkins Storytime, also known as Mr. Tompkins, if I've ever taught you in the past. Now, this is Series 1, Episode 1 of Storytime. And I always used to love reading stories, mainly because I could just do silly voices. Like, ahoy there! And I used to absolutely love it. And I used to love seeing everyone's little face light up when I used to read a story. So I thought, why not do a few little episodes of some storybooks? Of course, with me reading them. So we're going to dive straight in for episode 1. Ahoy there, little polar bear. So make sure you're comfy. Cross your legs if you need to. Stay hydrated. We're always harping on, aren't we? Make sure you have a water bottle. Mine's actually somewhere over there, you can't see it, but you guys can have a drink. I'm alright. Let's go. Ahoy there, little polar bear. I love a good book with pictures as well. Oh, good. Double spread. Loving that. Bit of sky. This book kind of matches the theme of my house as well, white. So here we go first. Lars, the little polar bear, lived with his mother and father, okay, near the North Pole where everything was white. For as far, is that even English? Let's change it, let's go near the North Pole where everything was white, as far as the eye could see. That makes sense. Although he spent much of his time alone, he was happy. There's a little picture of him there, just jumping off, just having a little jump off. Oh, tell you what, you wouldn't catch me doing that. That'll be freezing, freezing. That'll shrink up everything, that wouldn't it? Right, let's move on. Oh, look at him there. He's having a great little lie down. Little lie down in the icy water. But one day when Lars swam quite far from his Eden, then something terrible happened. Lars caught his foot. Ouch! He was pulled down deep into the sea, then yanked up in a gigantic net. Poor Lars! What's going to happen to him? At least with a load of fish. Lars was dropped to the ground with such a bang. Bang! I added that bit. He fainted. When he awoke, he couldn't tell where he was. Above him was a ladder, so he climbed up the slippery rungs. Lars roamed the long hallways. It seemed he was alone until something rustled behind him. As he turned around, 2 large eyes stared at him. Lars ran for his life. Just when he thought it was safe again, he heard a voice. "Don't be afraid. It's only me. Nemo, the ship's captain. Welcome aboard." Lars looked up. Above him was a friendly-looking creature with orange fur. Lars could see that Nemo was an animal he could trust. I don't know how he knew that, but I guess, okay, fine. Trust everyone once. We'll find out what happens. There's a picture of Nemo. Okay, I always thought it was a fish's name, but anyway, "I'm Lars," said the little polar bear. Wait, I can do better than that. "I'm Lars," said the little polar bear. "I'm trying to get home as soon as I can." "I'm afraid that isn't possible. At least, not right away," Nemo said. "Your home is a long way away from where we are now." "Where are we?" asked Lars. Kind of soft and gentle character, isn't he, Lars? "We're on a ship, on our way back to port. Once we're there, I'll take you to see some friends who may be able to help. But until then, there isn't anything we can do. Why don't we get something to eat?" Yes, good idea. I expect you're very hungry. When he had eaten, Lars felt much more cheerful. He curled up beside Nemo and fell fast asleep. No, look how cute they are. Look how cute that is. That's cute. When they awoke, Nemo took Lars up to the deck. "Look," he said, pointing to the horizon, which was aglow with lights. "That's the port. We'll be there soon." Lars was so excited, he could hardly wait to go ashore. Onto the deck, He could hardly wait to go ashore. When the ship had come into port, Lars eagerly followed Nemo onto the deck and over the plank. Plank's like a pirate ship, but a good one in this case. It's a good plank. Try to look inconspicuous, said Nemo. I think that means try and look normal. Don't bring any attention onto you. Okay, big word for young children there. Even I'm struggling. What Lars found out on the other side. Let me read that better. That was Mr. Tompkins, come on. What Lars found on the other side of the plank surprised and disappointed him. Everything was so untidy and dirty. I'm afraid this isn't a very clean place, said Nemo. We'd best hurry. Follow me around the back way. The streets are far too dangerous. As Lars and Nemo made their way through alleys and back streets, Lars's white coat became dirtier and dirtier. He wished more than ever he was home again, where everything was clean and white. Kind of like my house. Sometimes. Oh yeah, look how grubby he is. It's like a real kind of grubby polar bear. Following Nemo over fences and long walls took all of Lars's efforts. At last Nemo stopped. We have arrived, he announced. Wait here a moment. It was very dark. Many eyes were staring at Lars. He grew quite nervous. But the eyes belonged to some more cats, brilliant, who turned out to be just as friendly as Nemo. The cats looked grave as Nemo explained Lars's problem. They thought it over for a few minutes. Then a black and white cat stepped forward. What? I'm Johnny. Also a ship's cat, he said. My ship is leaving for the Arctic tomorrow. We must get you on board before daylight. Sounds a bit of a chancer, old Johnny, doesn't he? What a great picture that is. Look at that. Drink that in. Double spread. Lars, Johnny and Nemo had to rush back through the alleys and backyards. Lars was so excited to be on his way home. He forgot to watch where he was going and he almost was hit by a truck. Be careful, Lars. Watch both ways across the road. We're always telling you that. When Lars reached the ship, he said goodbye to Nemo. For there was not much time. It was a sad moment. It was sad, but we haven't dwelled on it, have we? He's kind of just, there you go, up the plank, come on, we need to get back. For Lars, the time on the ship passed very quickly. It wasn't long before he spotted something wonderful on our island. On the horizon. He saw something. Look, Johnny, he shouted. Look, Johnny, he shouted. The North Pole. See how clean and white it is. I was once and clean as white as that. That night, when the ship anchored, Lars thanked Johnny and set off for the beautiful white shores of the North Pole. Yes, that's just dangerous. What are you doing? Climbing a chain. Gosh. As Lars swam, the sea washed his fur clean. Once on shore, Lars ran for his den to greet his worried parents. I probably were worried as well, who couldn't have been happier to see him. When Lars told his parents about his adventures, their mouths dropped open. And this is what Nemo looks like, Lars was explaining about his best friend that helped him, who was also a cat. Although his parents were not sure they understood, they were so happy to have Lars back home. So it didn't really matter. That night they all slept very close together. After that day, Lars's father often found his son gazing out onto the horizon. What on earth are you looking for? He asked. Ships, Lars said. And cats too. Someday a cat might fall off a ship and come to visit us. Look at that. He's just sitting there, looking into the sea and the ships, seeing if one day that Nemo might fall off. Maybe he does. Maybe that'll be in another story. And we finish up on a double page there. Lovely, lovely. Right, that was Series 1, Episode 1. The book was Ahoy There, Little Polar Bear. Tell me what you thought about the book. Tell me if you thought Lars was sensible, getting himself lost at sea like that. Tell me if you can remember the colour of Nemo the cat. Ah, yes. Good question there, Mr. Tompkins. Thanks very much. So I want you to put in the comments the colour of the cat, if you remember. Good. I thought I was giving it away. It's not on the front. I'll see you on episode 2. I hope you enjoyed it.